calling Al. We're gonna tell him we need help filling the Trailblazer with stuff, and I need help with my camera because then I'm gonna be desperate. So, and then we're gonna figure out how to get Al down here. And Al, what you're gonna see when you walk in is you're gonna see your car sitting here, which you have no freaking clue of right now. It is getting decaled. Compliments of Lethal Visions. And I can't wait to see you blubber like a baby. I know he's gonna cry like a little bitch. Of course I'll be crying too, but that's okay, Al. All out of love, man. All out of love. Look at this. Of course, by the time I get here, the car is almost done. But as you know, it's having technical difficulties with all this crap, and I got 18 other things to do. Oh my God, I know. I have to take my laptop over to Main Street, Electronics on Main, I'm sorry. That's where I'm going to. I gotta pay my water bill down here in Bethlehem. I have all this stuff to do, and I wait until this morning to try to turn the camera onto the phone. I don't know why. I'm just a glutton for punishment. Oh, look at that, Al. What is that? You can cut out my voice. Please cut out my voice, Al, and put music in here. I'm sure you will, but, you know. I don't know. I might have to have some work done here myself. This is looking pretty sharp. But I'm trying to get like somewhat of, and I'm sure you'll get more. You know, like you would get it real nice and slow and smooth. And actually, it goes really smooth itself because I'm kind of like jerking it all over the place. This is actually worth the money, Don, I'm telling you. I mean, like, watch me come, when I come around the car, watch how fast I can go back and forth, and watch how smooth it'll keep the picture. See? I'm moving pretty quick, and it's doing that. So Al is now inspected till 2018, October 2018.
Thank goodness.
Vinyls are up and on. And I know he was saying about his car's not really worth entering in a show and paying the entry fee. There's Alicia. Hey! But it's definitely worth it now. So. And of course my daughter has to call. You see Don back there? There we go, okay. So what is that you spray on there, Don?
This is it's a rapid tack spray. We use it to apply it, and then it also helps to break down the paper, so that way it's easier to get off of the actual decals. Makes it a lot easier actually. Because if not, then you're fighting with it, trying to keep it to stay where you want it. And it also gets out all the bubbles and stuff out of the vinyl as you apply it, so you're able to get a nice smooth, what we call paint-like finish.
Where was this shit when I used to do pinstriping in the body shop?
Right?
That was back in the 80s. You didn't have none of this.
It amazes me that most people, when they come up on these designs, they think it's paint, and it's not. It's just vinyl. And then they think it's permanent, and it's not. Again, you can take it off, you know, replace it piece by piece, redo the whole thing, or take it completely off and it'll never look like it was even there.
Unlike the decals that you buy in the store, where a friend of mine bought, and she put them on her car, went to take them off quite a while later. I'm just saying, they might have been on there a good year or two, I don't know, but at any rate, and it had actually eaten through the paint, through the clear coat, through the paint. We had it down to the bare metal, and you could see on the bare metal where the decals were. She was going to sue the company, and then found out that the car was total non-inspectable anyway, so junked it.
It happens.
It's like, okay.
We get a lot of customers that'll, call us and want a design, and then they'll go somewhere else and they'll get, a similar design or the same one. And then a couple months later, they'll call us and ask us to make it because either it wasn't right or the person that, made it for her used cheap vinyl, and, we don't use cheap.
Nope, if you're going to do it, you do it right.
Exactly.
So you spray that stuff under as well.
Yep. Basically, it helps to get all the bubbles out, and it helps me to where I can actually move the vinyl on the body and position it where I want it before, they come in and
cool. Now,
squeegee.
Is there a benefit to having a decent clear coat on versus not?
Yeah, I mean, clear coat, it's just a smoother lay compared to if it was, just like a rough, say like a primer coat.
Right, more porous surface.
No clear coat on it. There's, there's
it's more porous.
So the vinyl's, gonna have a hard time sticking to it. It can stick, but you're gonna see, the inside, all the pores of where, where it is. Compared to if it was on a clear coat, you're not really worrying about it.
Right.
It's all going to be completely smooth.
Now, could you clear coat over this if you wanted to?
Yes. We've had customers that actually have taken, after we've installed graphics, taken their car to Pro Mobile Detail Shop, Tommy, and had it actually ceramic coated over.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Now it's completely, sealed. The graphics aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to be protected. Nothing's going to stick to it. You're not going to have to worry about any of that. Cleaning is a breeze. So, there's different options that you can go with when it comes to that.
Right. And the ceramic coat also warranties the paint and vinyl, everything underneath it. I know that. Depending on what you get, depends on how long the warranty is.
I know there's like different levels right here of the ceramic coat. So depending on how much you spend is how long it's going to last and what kind of quality you're going to get out of it. I always do a wet application so that way I get completely smooth surface. And there's no bubbles. Now I know you're going to go nuts over this, but you do a lot for us with our club and the benefit and everything that we do. So this is my way of saying thank you and appreciate everything that you do for us.
Absolutely. And it's so unique how you chose to match his hair.
Yeah. Yep. Next piece.
So how do you cut these out? I see you got like all the rolls here.
There's a plotter that we use, a machine that actually we design the image and then we put it through the program, and then the machine takes what we put in the program and actually cuts out what we need, and then we have to take out all the excess around it and to where we just have the image of what we wanted in the first place.
Wow.
So it's a,
Hail to growing up in the silk screening class where we had to cut everything out ourselves.
Yeah, it's
by
a
hand.
little bit different now. Technology has helped us. Sometimes it hurts us. Yeah, but for the most part, you know, the machine does 50% of the work, and then we do the other 50% by getting it ready and making sure everything's kosher.
Was this street racing? Did he have that on there before?
Yeah, everything that was on the windshield he had on there. I mean, obviously we put the club sticker on for the Camaro Club. The only one I added today was the rear window one for his YouTube channel.
I know people are gonna see that and they're gonna go and check out the channel because, like, every time I see a YouTube channel on something, you know, I like recite it in my head or take a picture and I'm like, okay, and then I go home and I check it out, see what's going on.
YouTube is a wonderful thing nowadays. You can learn so much off of it.
Absolutely.
So many people, and you know, again, you know, Alan with his, you know, YouTube channel. I mean, it's very cool because, you know, we get to highlight, you know, our Camaro Club that he's a part of and what we do and everything else. But it's also nice to see, you know, what he does on a daily basis. And I'll tell you what, I give him props because editing videos, I'm telling you, it takes hours to sit there and just edit videos and get them to where they look good. And
that's why
I'm come a long way.
I'm just gonna send all this to him and let him edit it because forget it. I mean, yeah, I do pictures. Just my photographs alone take me several hours to get through. You know.
It's, you know, and people say, you know, when they call us for, you know, custom designs and stuff, they're like, oh, it's, you know, it's just Photoshop. Oh, you can throw it together quick. It's not that simple. Because now you're talking lines of the car. You got to follow the body lines. You don't want it to look, you know, just slapped on there.
Right.
You bought it at Walmart. You know, you're looking for a professional custom design where nobody else has ever made. And what we made Alan here is 100% custom. You'll never see this on another car. And it's designated just for him. So even if a customer sees the photos of his car and says, I really like that design, you know, I want to put that on my, you know, my Camaro, I'm going to tell him no, because it is 100% Al's design.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go anywhere else. It doesn't get duplicated on anybody else's car. So it makes it to where these drivers, you know, these cars, they, you know, they're getting 100% custom design that nobody else has. So now it's unique. You know, it's not just like your average everyday Camaro or, you know, Charger or whatever you want to put it on. You know, now we're getting into the custom phase.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's where, you know, Al can start entering, and entering as modified, because now he's modified. He's not a stock Camaro anymore. Not after this.
Nope, definitely not. Love it. The battery is half dead on this thing already. But that's because I was pressing the button 800 times to try to get it connected.
You know, you were trying to set it up and everything, so it takes a little bit.
So I'm like, okay.
I always lay out my graphics on the car first before I even start installing. Makes it easier. So that way I know exactly where they're going and I know what it's going to look like before I start putting them on the vehicle. So we don't want to take things off.
I got you there on that.
There she is.
That's it.
Yeah, probably. I'll make them up some spears. Come back and we'll We'll do custom spears for him.
It might be more fun to do a little at a time.
He's out there. Yeah, just give
He's
me
out
like
there?
No, my other customer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Paul.
say. Customers. Well, Al, you are gonna flip your freaking lid, man. That is just so cool. And it's not overdone, it's not tacky. That's what I like about it. And there's Alicia. Look at her. She is working. Please do not touch. What does that say? Screen? You are a skilled woman. Brittany said you have to come out to the house and do the bags with her. She's like, I want Alicia to come out and do the bags. When Alicia coming over? When Alicia this? When Alicia that? I'm like, Jesus Christ, shut the hell up. Here, I can give you her number. Call her. I don't even think I have your number. Put it in my phone. Oh, that's cool. What the hell?
That's Paul's new truck.
Sneak out the door, people. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Where'd you get this beast at?
Just bought it.
Oh man, look at that! Look at that! Holy shit! You need a ladder for this bitch. Another Transformer logo. Y'all Transformer nuts. Nice. Some detail underneath there a little bit. Where'd you pick this up at?
I went to the Airport Road car show.
Yeah?
I'm sitting there with my Jeep and this beast backs up next to me and I'm like, oh God, do I feel so little. And out of the blue I said, what would it take for you to sell this? He said 40 grand. I said sold. But
Yeah.
this still needs a couple odds on it. The transfer case is leaking a little bit. I gotta find some place to go to get that fixed. I gotta get upper and lower control arms a little longer because I just fucked up the flare on the other side. I went into a driveway and I cut it a little too hard.
You have to go to a transmission place for the transfer?
I
case?
have no idea. He's gonna try to. They have to be. You know, they have to have the lift.
Right.
You know, it's got to be some kind of specialty. I don't know. He's looking for something for me.
Go down and see my friend Chuck.
Where's that?
Chuck's Auto, 515 Hanover Avenue. Up by the old Ice Palace. You know where that's at? It's called the
No,
Palace.
that's
Are you familiar with
downtown.
downtown?
No. I try to stay out of it.
I mean, he can at least tell you where to take it. I mean, and he'll tell you the best. I mean, the best of the best. He's
Yeah,
right
it just needs
over.
some kind of seal on a transfer case where I guess he tried to put it in not this past Monday, the Monday before, but the fucking thing's still leaking.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm back to recording this now. I've been recording this now for Al. Of course, I'm gonna have to give him all the footage, and he's gonna have to do all the editing himself because, you know, that's just not my thing. Oh, you're doing the mirrors?
Figured why not?
Figured why not. Is she on her way?
She's got to go get him first, and then
Right, she's got to drive all the way to Bangor.
yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I told her to tell him that to come help us lift, load up my truck with boxes from, you know, for stuff from the show. And he knows I was having camera problems, but then he knew I had it. So I should lie to him again and tell him, you know, Still having camera problems. Al, you got to come help me. I'm down here at Don's.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too, I'm in love with your body.